All right, you ready to predict the Big Ten tournament?
Do it.
All right, let's start with the first game, which is on Wednesday. It's
On the peacock.
6:30 p.m. Eastern time on the Peacock. 13 seed Rutgers, 12 seed Maryland.
Man, both teams have kind of just thrown in the towel.
Yeah.
I have a real hard time picking Maryland, but Illinois needs them to win two of them. Unless the net rankings are done. Because yesterday Maryland came in 74th in the net rankings. Lost to Penn State, dropped to 77. So the quad one win Illinois had turns to quad two. The quad two loss turns into a quad three, which is bad. So win a few games there, Maryland. Give me the Terps.
I'll take Rutgers just to be different, and just because you need
Honestly,
Maryland to win,
yeah.
I'll be the jerk.
Honestly, the Wednesdays are such a coin flip, except this one, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Penn State.
It is wild though. Like 4 of the last 6 years, one of the seeds between 11 and 14 has won like 2 games.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Speaking of 11 and 14, that is the game 25 minutes after the conclusion of Rutgers, Maryland. That's 14 seed Michigan, 11 seed Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah.
I think they're playing some decent basketball right now. Ace Baldwin's really good point guard, defender. Mm-hmm. Michigan's got nothing. They have Doug McDaniel and then a whole bunch of nothing. And even Doug McDaniel probably wouldn't be that good on a better team. So.
Yeah, he can play outside state of Michigan now, right?
Yeah, he definitely can.
That was weird.
I wonder if because an 11 through 14 seed winning 2 games. I wonder if it's because they get that one under their belt, they get the shooting background down, they kind of
true.
So who knows?
It goes both ways. I think that, but then you also look at they could have some tired legs, you know, and fresh legs.
I think we'll both be rooting for the games that between the teams we will be playing to go like quadruple overtime.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the team that in this game's got impact to my team plays, of course. That's the 8-9 game at noon Eastern time on Thursday on the Big Ten Network. 9 seed Minnesota, the home team, since Minneapolis is the host city, which is still weird to me for this, against the 8 seed Michigan State Spartans.
Minnesota was a good story there for a while, but they've kind of not played very well here the past week or two. Michigan State as well is limped into the Big Ten tourney, and I think if Michigan State loses, I don't think they feel all that comfortable on Sunday. Give me Minnesota just because it's in Minnesota.
I'm going back and forth on this. I kind of want to take the Gophers just because what you said, it's in Minnesota. I got to think they're going to have a decent fan presence, but hard telling. But I think Michigan State is the more talented team. I am taking the Spartans in a very close one. I could see it going either way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a coin flip.
5 seed Wisconsin. Then you have them against 12 seed Rutgers. I have them against 13 seed. You have 12 seed Maryland. I have them against 3rd seed Rutgers.
Give me Wisconsin. Don't feel all that good about Wisconsin winning any games, but I think they get it done there against Maryland.
Yes, I am taking the Badgers as well. 10 seed Ohio State, 7 seeded Iowa, 6:30 Eastern time on the Big Ten Network on Thursday.
Tough to beat a team 3 times. If I'm looking ahead, I should say, to who Illinois will play. And they just played them yesterday, but again, I think they match up pretty well. Ohio State, I think I'd rather play Iowa, honestly, than Ohio State with how well Ohio State's playing. Give me the Buckeyes in that one, in a close one. I think getting Iowa having their bubble burst a little bit yesterday has some lingering effects heading into the Big Ten tourney.
Yeah, I'm taking the Buckeyes as well. Another coin flip game, but I'm a believer in momentum, and the Buckeyes have been playing really good lately. So. Indiana against Penn State.
Give me the Hoosiers. Penn State went in there and shellacked them in Bloomington and then shellacked them in Penn State.
Yeah.
Tough to beat a team 3 times, but Indiana's playing some decent basketball right now, and I think they get it done.
I agree with you there. I'm going with Indiana in that one as well. So you have Purdue against Minnesota. I have Purdue against Michigan State. This game's at noon on Friday, noon Eastern time on Friday.
Purdue takes care of business. They only played Minnesota once, and they found themselves down 8 in the second half. Mm-hmm. I don't think they let that happen again. I think they manhandle them a little bit.
Yeah, Minnesota could not miss for a good majority of that game. Purdue, it'll be interesting either way. It's only going to be the second time they face either Michigan State or Minnesota.
Yeah.
They played them both once each, and it was at home. I think Purdue takes care of Michigan State as a team. They've had a lot of success against the last 5 years, no matter where they play. Last decade at home, but in 5 years, Izzo will probably guard Edey one-on-one, and Edey's going to average 30 points like he does every time against Michigan State. I don't understand it.
Especially with who Tom Izzo's big guys are.
Yep.
Absolutely stupid. He didn't go out and get a big. He's relying on Carson Cooper and a whole bunch of nothing. Matty Sissoko. Yep. They're all terrible.
Yep. So we both have Wisconsin winning the game on Thursday. That would put them against the 4 seed Northwestern Wildcats on Friday.
Northwestern took care of Minnesota on Saturday. Lost a tough one in Michigan State when we scored 49 points. I think Wisconsin matches up pretty well with Northwestern, especially with no Ty Berry. Langborn is back, though, for Northwestern. I don't know about Nicholson, but I think Wisconsin gets it done, and they feel a little better about themselves.
Yeah, you got to think they'll have more fans there than Northwestern. But I'm taking the Wildcats, but this was a really tough one. I mean, the 4 or 5 every year in the Big Ten tournament's usually a good game and usually a coin flip, but I'm taking Northwestern in a close one. Illinois against Ohio State is a matchup we both have.
Illinois, if their defense played like they did last night against one of the best offenses in the country, hold them to a season low 61 points, they could really honestly make a run to the third weekend if their offense keeps playing well. They had good contributions from about everyone last night except Justin Harmon. Justin Harmon, I don't think, set a shot in 4 weeks.
He was not a Illini favorite against Purdue. From a couple of Illini podcasts out there, were pretty angry that he was playing so much.
Yeah, Underwood loves him because he's a veteran, but he's 2 for his last 17 from 3. He hasn't hit one since they played Maryland 3 weeks ago.
But he's due. He's due then.
He is due. I'll give him that. He's a solid defender, but he's gone scoreless his last 2 games. Picked up 3 fouls in the first half against Iowa. Quincy Guerrier had his first double-double in a month and a half. That was huge from him last night. Shannon's going to get his. Domas is going to get his. Danger was awesome last night. Give me Illinois by 6.
Yeah, I think Illinois wins. Actually, I'll go fairly comfortably in this one.
I hope so. They have not won a Big Ten tournament game since they won the thing in 2021. So,
yeah, well, they definitely do. And then Nebraska against Indiana is the matchup we have for cap things off Friday night.
Tominaga, 12 of 17 from the floor yesterday. Best bad shot maker in the country.
Oh, yeah, easily.
It's unbelievable.
Frustrating when we're playing against them.
I'm taking Indiana.
I'm taking Nebraska in this one, I think.
Right.
I think, yeah. I don't know why. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Indiana beats them, but Nebraska beat them twice. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, but I think Nebraska finds a way to get done. So I have Purdue against Northwestern for the CBS 1 o'clock Eastern time Saturday game. You have Purdue against Wisconsin.
Give me Purdue. Regardless of who they play, I think they take care of business fairly easily.
It's hard to be a team 3 times. That's why maybe I'm hoping that they play Northwestern. And if they play Northwestern, it's going to go into overtime. The first 2 matchups went into overtime.
Ty Berry's not walking through that door, though.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. But Boo Buie has killed Purdue every time he plays them. But I think Purdue would win this matchup if it comes to that on Saturday. Then you got Illinois against Indiana. I have Illinois against Nebraska. So I went chalk. I went chalk for my semifinals. How boring is that?
It's so easy to do, though.
It is.
Illinois and Indiana played a tough one. Illinois did not play very well at home, and they found a way to get it done by 8, I think. I just don't think Indiana has the guard play to really stay with them. Indiana did play without Khalil Ware, though, that first matchup, so that could be a difference maker because Malik Renew killed them, and then you add a Ware to that, and that could be cause them issues down low for sure. But Shannon had just come back. I think it was the second or third game, and he was not that great. So you get a healthy Shannon, Domask. I think Illinois would take care of business.
Yeah, hard to disagree with you there. I am picking Nebraska over Illinois just to make it interesting for our predictions because I think a lot of people probably thought we'd both go Purdue against Illinois, the championship. We've done that a lot over the last few years.
We really
on our Big Ten tournament, which is a testament to both of our teams, which put themselves in good position. But I'll take Nebraska just to switch it up.
Nebraska did almost go into Champaign and beat them. Went to
Well,
overtime, and Illinois found a way to win.
if they're
But
hitting shots, they're tough. If they're
yeah,
hitting shots, they're real tough. So
that rink mass really causes some issues with his ability to shoot the three ball,
yeah,
crafty inside there. So
yeah. And as a Purdue fan, I want to try to get revenge on them. Purdue only played them once, and Nebraska took them to the woodshed. Purdue didn't get a chance to play them at Mackey, so I'd like another crack at them. So that's part of my prediction too. So you have Purdue against Illinois. I have Purdue against Nebraska. That'd be Sunday, 3:30 Eastern time on CBS, the last game before the selection show.
This will be the J-Man's Book It prediction of the week. The Illini win the Big Ten tourney. Go on.
It's worked out for you so well last week.
I know. Well, hey, just like Justin Harmon, I'm due.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, man. Oh, they're going to lose Friday, and it's going to ruin my entire weekend. And I'm going to throw my Uncle John out there. He's a huge Iowa fan. Back in 2006, I think, it was the Adam Halusky year when they lost to Northwestern State. He said it was the first game on Thursday. It ruined his entire month. He didn't watch a single second of the rest of the tourney. He said it was the first game and they lost. But
that happened to me last year, of course, with Purdue losing 16 CBOs on Friday. And I'm already looking. I think Purdue's pretty much got the Midwest number 1 seed locked up.
Yeah.
Which would be Indianapolis, then Detroit. Indianapolis is Friday, Sunday. So I'm already like, well, at least I can enjoy one day of the tournament on Thursday.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. So. J-Man's Book It Week brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Travis Watchering for life, home, auto, business, renters, workers' comp, and farm insurance. Contact Travis at 219-869-4561. His email is travis.watchering@infb.com.
Well, I'm going to say Purdue gets revenge on Nebraska and wins the Big Ten tournament title for the second year in a row and the third time in their program's history. Big Ten tournament and all conference tournaments are weird to how you view them, but my philosophy is if your team's good enough, go win the whole dang thing if you can. At least you get a trophy, a banner to hang up in your arena, have something else to show for the tournament, show for the season, no matter what happens in the big tournament in the NCAA tournament. So,
Big Ten tournament curse is very real, though.
But it is real. It is real.
Someone's got to break the curse. So.
Yeah, well, somebody in the Big Ten's got to break the curse of doing something in March eventually. Yeah. So, hopefully Purdue can stay healthy. The two scary moments to be in the arena yesterday when Zach Edey went down to hold his ankle, and then especially when Braden Smith went down on the referee's foot holding his ankle and then had to go to the locker room, but then came back and then played. So glad they can rest up till Friday.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun tournament to watch no matter what.